When Saturday rolls around, Berkeley residents have one mission and one mission only. They are headed to the Berkeley Farmers Market on Center Street, right next to Civic Center Park. Berkeley has 3 farmers markets in different areas on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. These markets have been around since May of 1987. Let's meet some of the people behind the booths. Maria Sanchez works at the Four Sisters Farm booth at the Berkeley Farmers Market.
My name is Maria Sanchez, and we are Four Sisters Farm. We sell greens, flowers, avocados, and we also grow kiwis. And we are a farm since 1985.
Daniel McChesney Young is the Farmers Market Program Manager.
Yeah, so I'm the Farmers Market Program Manager. I'm responsible for the 3 Berkeley Farmers Markets, which are run by the Ecology Center. The Ecology Center is a 53-year-old nonprofit based in Berkeley.
Allison Williams runs the Smith Farms booth at the Berkeley Farmers Market.
We sell mostly fruit, honestly, anything that you can do for fruit. It's mainly an apple farm, that's kind of how we started, but we're an apple farm to help feed cattle, and after they transitioned from being a cattle farm, we ended up using that extra land to then grow other fruits as well.
Priscilla Lucero and her husband own and run Lucero Farms, named after Priscilla's father-in-law.
My husband, his father started the farm in the 1960s or so. My husband retired in 2005, and so we came back to the farm. And I started just doing markets with for the farm on the weekends because I did daycare during the day. Mm-hmm. And then 5 years ago, my husband and I completely took over the farm.
Let's dive into the sustainability of farmers markets. Here's what vendors had to say.
We don't do any fertilizers. We don't do any pesticides. We are an organic farm. We just put a fertilizer that is organically grown, and we do bring our products very fresh. They carry them just today in the afternoon, and we bring them to the market today. So all the products are fresh cut from our hands to your tables.
And do you use any cooling systems when you're transporting or to preserve?
No,
it's all fresh.
All fresh, or regular temperature, normal temperature. Yes. Also, our avocados, we don't storage on any coolers or anything. We cut them fresh yesterday, and we bring them fresh. We don't storage on any coolers or anything. Same as the kiwi that we grow. Our kiwi season starts in December, and we don't put our kiwi in any storages neither. So we have our season from December to April. Sometimes when it's a good season, we have it all the way to March, but we don't put it in any storage or anything like coolers or anything, normal temperature.
Yeah, so we ask that all of our farmers use either reusable or compostable packaging, at least wherever health code allows. There are some exceptions like meat, fish, cheese, where the health code trumps our policies, but everything should be compostable. We ask that our vendors take back things like strawberry baskets and plastic citrus bags. We try to have high standards, but it is kind of tricky when it comes to things like organic certification. We have lots of farmers actually who have kind of been voluntarily giving up their organic certifications, and it's not because they're changing their growing practices. They just don't want to pay the money. They don't want to deal with the paperwork. There's a lot of logistics and finances that go into getting and maintaining that organic certification.
So can you tell me a little bit about the farm, your farming methods? Are you guys organic?
We are still working on our certification. So that's always been a hard struggle, especially for smaller farmers. It's really expensive for us to do it.
And what I always like to say, if you're curious about a farmer's growing practices, just ask them, because a lot of times it's the farmer who's at the booth, and they will tell you everything you want to know about sustainable farming.
Mm-hmm. Well, the biggest thing for our farm is that we have to be able to use the farm for many, many years to come. So we don't have the luxury of just spraying and not putting back into the ground, because we need to use the ground and be able to produce for years. And so that's one of the reasons why we farm the way that we do, just like how you would, because we need to take care of the land. And so versus a lot of the grocery stores, they're ran by huge farms that have thousands and thousands of acres, and so they can go and just, plant in one area, they leave it, and they go plant another area, and they don't replace, what you take out of the soil, where whatever we take out, we have to put back in.
Fresh produce is not the only thing that can be found at the farmers market. The community aspect also draws many people to this weekly ritual. Here's what vendors had to say.
The favorite part is to meet a lot of different people from different parts of the world, so it's very nice to be here in the market every day.
What's your favorite part about farmers markets?
I think probably just the interaction we have with the customers. Just they get to, we get to know them. I've had customers that I've known for, almost 20 years now. So we watch their kids grow and we hear their stories of, about their lives, and then we actually get to know what they like. So we'll sometimes even, we'll suggest things for us to grow. They'll be like, I really like this tomato, and so we'll specifically might grow something for that customer. So
this is David Sendles, a longtime supporter of the Berkeley farmers markets.
So what are you shopping for today?
Produce, eggs, anything else that looks good.
Mm-hmm. Why do you like shopping here?
The best produce, the best eggs, and feels really pleasant.
How long have you been
Nice sense
coming?
of community. 30 years.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah.
Rivka Mason is an enthusiastic farmers market shopper.
I just love seeing how many people are supporting the farmers markets right now. So that's a really big plus. That's the most crucial thing.
Farmers markets cannot be beat. Due to local sourcing and same-day transportation, most farms save on transport costs and energy required for preservation. Sustainable farming methods, such as regenerative farming, make for gentler emissions and healthier land. And finally, there's a sense of community and loyalty between vendors and customers that you don't see anywhere else.